A true hometown hero, Nashville Predators all-time leading goal scorer Filip Forsberg will play in front of his home crowd tomorrow as the Preds take on the Pittsburgh Penguins in Stockholm, part of the NHL Global Series. Steve Lehman caught up with Forsberg as they traveled from Smashville to Sweden.
Stockholm Palace, the official home of one of the world's oldest monarchies. In Sweden, it dates back to the 10th century. And did you know, before there was William and Kate or Harry and Meghan, there was Victoria and Daniel, the story of Sweden's crown princess, who married her trainer inside Stockholm Cathedral behind us, with 500,000 people lining these streets. Now, there won't be that many people inside Avicii Arena this weekend, but many will be there to see another Swedish luminary, as Predators' all-time leading goal scorer Filip Forsberg comes home to the people who raised him.
It's going to be great. Obviously, it's something that you always wanted to do since Sweden first had their NHL games. Every year you've seen somebody do it. You wanted to do it yourself, and yeah, finally it's our turn.
In the central countryside of Sweden, on the shores of Lake Siljan, there's a town of just 6,000 people.
It's home. You know, it's raised me to the person and the player I am.
That's where Filip Forsberg learned hockey, while dreaming of one day playing in the NHL.
I wouldn't be here without the coaches and my fellow teammates and friends that I had growing up in Leksand.
Forsberg developed into a first-round draft pick and NHL All-Star, and became the all-time leading goal scorer in Predators history. He also married Erin, the love of his life, and together they had son Felix. The couple bashfully has celebrity status in Sweden, where they spend their summers, and were recently featured on the cover of Scandinavian Vogue.
It was certainly not something I was dreaming about.
I don't think it's any man's dream to kind of do any photo shoot. It was probably more so saying, I was like, that's such a cool idea to do something with Vogue Scandinavia. Like,
oh, it worked out awesome.
There's outfits that neither of us would have chosen for ourselves. It's not something you see walking down the street, and that's what makes Vogue so cool.
I put these on and I'm like, this is the stupidest thing I've ever worn. But then you see the pictures and it's actually like, oh, it kind of looks good.
The magazine could have picked anyone, but featured the Forsbergs in part due to their willingness to give back to his native country. In August, Filip hosted his first annual charity hockey game in Leksand, featuring several NHL players and other pros in front of a sold-out arena.
I just made a few phone calls and tried to get some of my friends to come play, and thankfully they did. Just being able to do that, pull that off, and first of all, get that many people to actually go to the game was pretty special.
He loves anything he can do back home, because you don't really often get many chances to give back to your hometown when you're playing the NHL and you're from Sweden. You know, he does a lot in the community here, but it's so cool to get a chance to do that in your hometown as well. That's thousands and thousands of miles away.
And Forsberg's making sure to include Leksand in this week's festivities in Stockholm as well. On Saturday, he will bus 65 youth hockey players and their parents to the Predators' open practice and a meet and greet with their hero.
The first thing you said is you wanted to get the kids in from Leksand, bust up to the practice. That was the first thing you said, and I was like, okay.
Watching those games back when I was a kid, it would have been awesome to go to them, and at least now we give the kids an opportunity to come and, you know, watch the open practice. They're excited, and I'm excited as well.
All eyes are on Forsberg this week as he represents Leksand, Sweden, and the Nashville Predators on an international stage.
It is going to be cool, you know, representing Nashville Predators, and I don't know, like you said, I think Nashville kind of raised him once Leksand let him fly, and it's kind of cool for you to get to go back and be there in your home country representing.
Most importantly, he will represent the Forsberg name. The couple will host 20 family members for both games against the Penguins, including some elderly relatives who have never seen Phil play an NHL game in person.
I think that's what makes this whole thing the most special. It's going to be the most exciting regular season game of all time for sure.
And when Forsberg takes the ice this weekend, it'll be his family and the journey from tiny Leksand to NHL stardom that runs through his mind.
I'll be grinning ear to ear. It's going to be so much fun. I'm just going to try to enjoy it as much as I possibly can. Like I said, this is most likely a once-in-a-lifetime situation, and I'm going to treat it like that.
Thank you, Steve. And a reminder, our Smashville to Sweden special is tomorrow night at 6:30. Steve will have much more from Stockholm as the Preds gear up for those global games.